That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. That's right. Good morning to you live from New York. That's Rockland County, little upstate, about 20 minutes up from the George Washington Bridge.
Headphones.
Oh, yeah. My wife's telling me, your headphones. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Okay. That's much better. Correct. So anyhow, how is everybody doing? I'd like to say a big thank you to my only listener right now. Let me tell you, Mark, you're all right,
to
kiddo.
the NWO.
He is the man. Way to go, buddy. I love it. So, we're here with the wife. Running my little show over here, and I'm having quite a bit of a problem this morning. They switched a couple of things on us, but we came through. Should I say my wife came through? Where I came through was where I walked away from the room. I was like, let her do her thing. And all I just hear is, Eric. I'm like, yes. Please call me Mr. Poseidon. She's like, shut the bleep up. Get up here. So I'm going to get up there, and there it was. She fixed it. Where is everybody? It's good enough for me. I'll take my one buddy out there. Sunday morning, 10 a.m. I know this guy likes to sleep late, and he's up for me. Thank you, buddy. We still haven't had those crabs, but we have boiled them. They're just sitting in the refrigerator waiting to rot because I don't know what the hell to do with them. Anyhow.
What, Mark's been crabbing a lot, huh?
Yeah, Mark's been crabbing. Mark's the pro. He actually called and he said, hey, Eric, listen, got those little crab cakes he made. And I go, how was? He goes, they were great. He goes, I got a few for you. I'm like, all right. So we're getting ready to go to a trip. We're going to be doing it the weekend of the 27th of September. We'll be upstate near Ontario Lake somewhere with my buddy NTN to the NWO. He organized this trip. He set us up with a place. He said the only thing is, he goes, you know, you're going to be sleeping on the floor. They don't have beds in this hotel. So I'm like, all right. No, he didn't say that. So he set us up. It's going to be a fishing bonanza. Excellent. You know it's going to be a fishing bonanza, man. You guys are not listening, man. You guys should come on the show. I got a buddy coming on right now. He's going to be on the live cast. That's Bruce from the, he's the known as the man Matunic. Yeah, Matunic. I like that name, man. The Matunic Surf Rat. If that ain't telling you that's a surfcaster right there, I don't know what is. But anyhow, so I did a little fishing trip last week. You guys saw the video out there. But we'll talk about that a little later. Right now, I want to get in touch with the man from Matunic. Let's give him a call right now. What do you think?
Hello.
All right, Bruce, just 1 second. We're trying to hook up here. We're waiting for your cam. There it is. There it is. We got it on view. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got the only one. That's the Bruce from the Matunic Surf Rat, known back up there in Rhode Island. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic, man. Having a wonderful day. I got on this morning. We were preparing all morning. We're going to do this thing. We're going to do this thing. Not the most viewers in the world, showing me 5 viewers right now. Not everybody's listed. There is a friend of mine out there. But, hey, it's a beautiful thing that you showed up, Bruce. I really appreciate this. So I got to ask you, I got some photographs from you yesterday. You picked up a few schoolies yesterday, and you're looking at a couple of degree difference in water is making that difference. Tell me about it.
Yeah, huge difference. The water in Narragansett Bay and even South Coast Rhode Island was up to about 74 degrees. It more or less shut the surf casting down for stripers. You could catch fish at night, daybreak. mostly schoolies. Anything big was definitely after dark. 90% with live eels or chunking. We had this colder weather come in the last week or so, and it got the water temp down. I think the oceanfront temperature is about 67, 68 degrees, and that's all it takes. 2 degrees temperature drop, and some bait comes in, and it really lights up. I probably caught more fish this morning than I have in the last 2 weeks. I had one real good fish on, probably a high teen, low 20 pounder, and I was using real light gear, and I dropped him, but then I ended up getting 4 other schoolies. They were just under keeper size, like 26, 27 inches. Nice fish.
So I got to tell you, I got to ask you, Bruce, that definitely is a good story to listen to. Not only a story, something that's actually going on right now, those few degrees difference, and hearing that experience from you makes us down here just a few degrees lower on the equator numbers there. But soon it's going to be hitting us with that regularity, which also for myself, I can accommodate. Last week I went out, and if you were the surf fishermen or the pier surf fishermen, whatever you want to call them, that were fishing off the pier, came up to me and said, "Oh, man, that was the first striper we saw in a while." So, I, as being Mr. Poseidon, I felt kind of good that I feel that the fish are definitely coming back, because the couple of degrees difference, like you spoke of first, Bruce, is makes a big difference. And I'm glad, and just hearing about that fish you were on, that's a nice sizer, man. When it comes down to me over here and fishing a lot and not coming across any big fish on the surf, it's very difficult. Again, I'm not a professional, but sure, man, I'm glad to know people like you, Bruce, because I'm definitely going to make a trip up to Rhode Island this year, because I definitely want to meet you personally. You're a good man. You know you're fishing, and that's why I got you on the show. Bruce, I want to ask you more insight on yourself. How many years have you been fishing, or surf fishing, I should say? How many years now have you been surf fishing? Has this been a long... Go ahead.
And my grandfather and my father started me when I was young. Like not really surf casting, but, fishing from jetties and piers and stuff. And then I didn't fish for a long time. Probably like 20 years I didn't fish. And then my 2 sons, got out of high school, and then the Little League and hockey was over. And
sure.
My wife Karen, we love the beach. We're definitely heavy beach people. From the photographs, we're there as much as we possibly can.
Absolutely, Bruce.
And I really got into it, I'd say, like about 3 years ago. I was waiting to go to work one morning. I was just looking through my cell phone, and I put YouTube on, and I saw a video of somebody catching a striper in Rhode Island. It was Rich Janitek from Fishaholic, and
right.
It kind of woke me up, and I really got heavy into it the last 2 years, and I just I'm no professional either, but practice, and I'm in the water from April to November, probably 4 times a week, at least.
Wow.
You know what, Bruce? I got to tell you, I like what you're telling me. This is what I've always, got me about you, is that, you're surf fishing, and the way you talk about it so passionately, and the way you are so modest right now, you remind me of Clark Kent right now. The Clark Kent of surf fishing, and I'll tell you why. Because you're very modest, and you know your bleep. I mean, you know your bleep, period, man. And I love to hear that from you. And ever since I was first, texting you back in the days when I first started my channel, and you've always kept in touch. You've always sent me pictures, and I've always been astounded by your fishing love. I love fishing, and I think that I'm the only one who loves fishing this much. And then you meet a guy like Bruce, and you know what? It's like, you know what? I haven't even come close to this guy. This
That's,
guy loves.
like
Yeah, go ahead.
That's what, you know, the first video I saw of you was you with Bill, and you know, he's kind of like a real
Hardcore.
Hardcore, yeah.
Yeah, hardcore, and he just loves it. Like he's like us, you know. I don't have to catch fish, and I have a blast. I mean, I love catching bass, but I can go there and throw lures for 3 hours and catch nothing but mung, and I still have a good time.
Right, right. And I'm going to say also that you mentioned Bill's name. I'm glad you did. Bill is the guy who really taught me how to be a correct surf fisherman.
Yep.
You know, when it comes to Bill, he was really an outstanding teacher for me. I followed everything he said. And I got to be honest, it's not over yet. I'm going to see him again, and I'm going to go out with him again. He's not going to treat a beginner surf fisherman, give him his first lesson like he would to me, who's been with him, you know, a good 8 to 10 times already.
Right.
And people will say to me, oh, why do you still go out with him? You got all the spots. That's what people don't realize, Bruce. And that's when I know that they're not surf fishermen who are hardcore. I only say that because doesn't mean because there's fish there today, there's going to be fish there tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. How it works is that if you know where the bait is, you're going to be the greatest fisherman in the world. But we don't know where the bait's going to be. That's the problem. And we keep going and we keep pounding it out. And maybe one of those days, in 5 years, you might hit a nice blitz. And you'll get what you want, and you'll get those fish, and then all that hard work, and, you know, it'll come through right there. I'm a catch and release guy. If I go in the rivers, we tend to use hooks with bloodworms because that's all they strike on. And if they swallow the hook and you can't get it out and it's all over, and they're in the measurements, I got to keep the fish. I'm not going to just let it float around. So, but most of the time, I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. That's why when we fish, when we surf fish, most of the time we're using, you know, lures and some type of lure where we're going to attract the striped bass. Sure, there are the nights we go out and we use live eels, which is probably the best bait you can ever use. I don't care what anybody ever tells you. But you just hick it through the lip, make it simple, toss it out there. Striped bass are not known to be caught 100 yards off the surf. They're known for be caught at least 25 yards and in, I would say. At least some of the bigger monsters I've heard. But, hey, I'm not saying you're going to catch a monster. I'm not saying that live is better than lures. I love lures. I believe in lures. Even nighttime, I'll use darker lures. I just love lures, but eels are good, too. Bruce, what do you got? Anything else for me, buddy? Tell me. Because I know you're so knowledgeable, Bruce.
I think what you're doing here is fantastic, and I really think that it'll catch on. You know, like this is only your third live stream.
Exactly, Bruce. Exactly.
You know, like right now, a lot of guys are out fishing too, and I think if you know doing some talk show stuff through the winter, a lot more people are going to be watching, and you'll get more subscribers. And I think the conservation part of this is very, very important to guys out there that are listening. You know, learn how to properly release the fish. You know, have your camera ready when you take the fish out of the water. Try not to handle it as much as you can. Snap your picture quick. Get the fish back in the water. Revive them. If you're using lures, crush your bobs. If you're using live eels or bait, use non-offset circle hooks. You know, that stuff's really important. If we want to have a fishery that's going to last us, hopefully I live another 50 years.
Yeah.
But, you know, for our kids, our grandkids, everybody in the future, we got to keep this fishery alive. So.
Absolutely, Bruce. I love the way you put that all together well. Bruce, I know you have time, just as a lot of our other times here are also valuable. You don't know how much I appreciate this little conversation with you. I don't want you to give away your knowledge all in one show on me, because I know you got so much of it, and I'm going to have you on again, especially as I grow and I can get a couple of more listeners to wake up on a Sunday morning for me. But other than that, Bruce, I want to say thank you very much.
Did
It
Bruce
was
go out
it
this
was an
morning?
honor and a
Yeah.
pleasure.
Well, you know what?
Poseidon.
But my wife is right. She's asking Bruce, did you go out this morning?
Fishing.
Yes, I did.
So how did you do this morning? I want to hear the details on that.
Oh, those were the pictures that I sent you. I went to one spot. It was still dark when I got there.
Right.
There was a little bit of bait in the water, but not a whole bunch. Honey says hi over there.
Wait.
Hi.
I wish I could put. Can I put you on with?
Then you're gonna take Bruce off.
I'm gonna take Bruce off.
Leave it.
All right, hold on, Bruce, hold on.
All right.
She says I'm
okay.
gonna take Bruce off. Let me
don't
see.
do that.
We'll put him back on. Hold on, Bruce. Stay right there.
All right.
There we go. There's my wife. Wonderful.
Hey.
Where's your wife, Bruce? Put them on. Put the two ladies on right now. There you go.
Okay, put Bruce
This
back
thing's
on.
gonna blow back up right now. There we
Nice
go.
to
Much
meet you.
better. Nice to meet you, darling. We always see you. You know what I love? I get a lot of texts from Bruce, and they'll be by the beach, and you guys will be hanging out, and I'll be getting them, and I'll be hot working right now at work, repairing something at work, and I'll be like, oh man, Bruce has got the life. Bruce has got the life. But we know it comes back
Put
around.
him.
You know, we know it comes back around, and we all get to do our fun stuff. But you were gonna say, darling, go ahead.
Oh, yes, yeah, I was saying, that's our favorite pastime besides fishing is laying on the beach.
Laying on
It's
the
a
beach.
beautiful
Being
thing.
at the ocean.
Waiting for the blitzers to start.
We're coming to Rhode Island, guys, because we got to get my wife to lay on the beach some
Yeah.
more.
Can't wait to have you out.
Oh man, we definitely got to make a Montauk trip because look, I'll be quite honest, right off the air, you know, in the middle of July and August over there, you won't find any place under $450. Number one, you won't, and it's kind of ridiculous to me. You know, listen, I love surf fishing, but to go for 3 nights and just to pay just in rooms $1,500, I'm like, listen.
Right.
It's a nice thing, but I can get a van stolen. We could stay somewhere else in the middle of October at that price.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it works out.
Right. So come October, you know, I want the waters to get a little colder. So if we ever meet up together, I want this to be a full-blown, not only happy time at night where we all go out to dinner together, but also a good time fishing when we're catching fish in the day. Because that's only going to help your ladies' situation out that evening if we catch fish. You know, we got to catch fish. So we have some great stories to tell.
Happy wife, happy life. You know?
Oh, let me tell you something. You're absolutely right. But anyway, again, I want to say thank you very much, Bruce. You've been very nice. And also bringing your wife on, definitely, which I call my mommy all the time, you know?
Yeah.
She's my mommy, this one. Let me tell you, she takes care of me like...
Mommy's Jeannie.
She takes care of me. Oh, my God. She yelled at me so much this morning. All I kept hearing was, listen, you bleeping. Listen, you bleeping. You bleep. So it's like, all right, no problem. You know, what are you going to do?
Thanks for having us on the show.
Bruce, thank you again.
All right.
As my
I
wife's
will,
going to be here
I'll be
now.
talking to you this week, my friend.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much. And thank your wife. Thank you very much for this. This was very nice of you guys. And
When are you going out again?
when you're going out again.
Tomorrow morning.
All right, good luck to you. I'll be hoping to hear from you. If I get any pictures from you, I'll post them up on my Instagram.
I'll be in the surf at 4 a.m. and I'll be at work by 8 a.m.
Nice. At least you're taking hardcore, man. That's a beautiful thing. I'm the same way. When I get my days here by the river, when they're up in the rivers, I go, you know, in the morning time when I get home, I'll fish till about, you know, maybe 12, 1 o'clock. I'll come home, I'll crash what I can get, and then I'll head for work for my shift at night, you know, because
You've got a tough schedule. I mean, it's nice having that 7 up, 12 hours. That's tough.
Absolutely, Bruce. So anyway, thank you very much, and we'll be talking again soon.
Love the show.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. God bless you and the family.
Bye,
Stay real. Be
guys.
safe.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Poseidon.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, Bruce.
All right. So here we are. We're back. We are back. Let me give you a nice close view of me here. There we go. Oops.
Maybe that's too close.
Maybe that's too close, my wife says. Okay. How about that? Is that better? Hey, how you doing? Am I too close right now? All right, so let me tell you a story now about the other night. So I met a buddy of mine, Jason. Jason from Fish On, Long Island Surfcasters.
Was he the one you put in the video the other time?
Yeah, he was the one that was in the video with me that took me out. Jason, I want to tell you personally, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And that's Jason from Fish On Long Island Surfcasters. Fish On Long Island Surfcasters. And you can find them on Facebook. Now, on the video, I didn't say it right. I said Long Island Surfcasters. But the original and the only name is Fish On. Okay, you're listening, guys. Fish On Long Island Surfcasters. Thank you, darling. .com. .com. They're on Facebook. So I went out with Jason last week. I had a nice time with the guy. First time I met him. Really nice fella. He's really organized. I like the way he's organized. So we went out together. He took me to 2 different spots you can see on the video. On the first one, we didn't score. He scored a shad. There was shad all over the water. They were all over the place. And there was a lot of, sea robins, things like that we picked up on. But I didn't want to put those on, So I didn't do it. So who else do we got here? Just watched your Bill Wetzel video.
Oh,
and stumbled upon your live
listener.
screen. Oh, another listener. There he is. Yeah. Okay, let me get my glasses over my shades. Now, I wear my shades because it's so bright in here with all the lights. So, it's Novice Basser. Okay, Novice Basser. Nice to see you on, and welcome. Welcome to my show. It's only brand new. It's like really my third or second planned live stream. We had a quick one once. We were like, let's just go online. So a lot of people wrote back, let me know when you're on, So we did. We announced it. Put on a little music. Put on a little Poseidon music, exciting music. So yeah, Bill Wetzel. Let's talk about Bill Wetzel a little bit before we talk about that video with Jason. Bill Wetzel, the #1 guy to have out there. You should have nobody else out there. Nobody. When I first went out to Montauk, Long Island, this guy is not a surf fisherman, man. He is a god. You are hiring a god. Do you understand? I mean, there are other gods, such as, say, plastic coconut holder for your water. What do I always say? Yeah, water. Anyway, so Bill Wetzel, he's a dynamite guide. I don't care about people saying stuff like, oh, Bill Wetzel, I know the spots now, this and that. No, you don't know the spots. It's not about the spots. It's about him teaching you how to become a better surf fisherman. Do you know how to fish with this tide? If you're going to fish the incoming tide on the south side, do you know how to do that? In this certain spot that this guy's been fishing for 35 years. I'm sorry, maybe 40 years now. The guy is the top-notch guide in the world. When I went out with him, I remember that first time, I was hucking and chugging just to keep up with him.
Huffing and puffing.
Huffing and puffing, yeah. So if you want to learn more, check him out online. And I would suggest to you to go out with him first, especially if you're going to go out to a place like Montauk. He's not only going to teach you how to become a better surf fisherman, you're going to be safe. You're going to know in what instances and what places should I take a chance. I'm by myself. Should I go 3,000 miles into the ocean and surf cast? No. Nobody's going to go up 3,000 miles. But he's going to let you know in what areas, what you can do with what. You know, you don't want to be standing on the rock and you're saying, this is great, I love it, and it's incoming tide. Just the start of it. And you're standing on that rock. And you're thinking you know what you're doing. And the next thing you know, you're coming off the rock and the water's up to your chin. And you're with waders. You're going to have a little bit of a problem. So this is only some of the instances that he's going to let you know where to go fishing and how to go fishing and how to be properly prepared. So that's Bill Wetzel. I always advertise him because I think he's the best. He taught me a lot. And that's it for Bill Wetzel. Honey, would you say that's it for Bill Wetzel?
So what were you going to say about the other video?
Yeah, that was my video of the other day that I had on. So I put it on, and I went out with Jason. Again, Jason, thank you. And Jason is from, I'm going to say it again, Fish On, Long Island Surfcasters, not.com, on Facebook. That's Fish On Long Island Surfcasters. So I went out with Jason. We had a good time that night. I did nab one of the striped bass that night. It was a 26-inch striper. Felt kind of good. Obviously, he got released back into the water. It felt good to catch a striper again after being out on 4 trips. And I was out. I was out on, guys, listen to me. I was out on 4 trips. And I didn't catch anything. It just broke my heart. And I'm not going to put on videos and go, hey, yeah, today, look at that water. Look at that white water, beautiful. Beautiful white water. But that's all you get to see is beautiful white water and not catching the fish. You're not going to appreciate Mr. Poseidon. It's not right. Basser, I think you would agree with me. Thank you for showing up to my show. John is my God. NWO. We have a gentleman that we fish with, and he's down at Piedmont a lot, and he's John. And John has a license plate. You ever see him? The Fish Guru. He really is a dynamite guy. I like him. He has a lot of information to be given out about that river. He's been fishing it a long time. He knows every nook and cranny. I like to think of him like that. When I see him, I go to see him first, and he is a good guy to know if you ever come across him. That's the guru. That is John, the guru. We know him well. Very nice guy. Thank you, John. And thank you to the NWO. Shout out from Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. Jeff is my man. Jeff is another gentleman we go fishing together with. You'll probably see him in a video soon with me. Another longtime fisherman. He is the fisherman. I like to go with him. When I see him cast, I look at him and I'm like, woof. I just thought, all you hear is that whipping of the fishing rod. Woof, woof, shoo. You know? You think he's like, what has he got on the end of that? No, it's just a lure or a piece of bait. That's it. But I like Jeff. He's a good fisherman. He's hot dog for fishing, like most of us men are. So I went out with Jason that night, and we went for striper fishing. We went to our first spot you could see on the video. And on the second spot, when we got to it on the pier, I did hit a 26-inch striper. I mean, I didn't know what I caught at the beginning, and a lot of the guys on the pier that night were catching stingrays, and I just kept tugging on it. Gave me a good fight, and then I realized, as you could see on the video, I saw it right on top. It was a striper. So Jason helped me pull it in that night. Thank you, Jason, for that. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that night. That was my only striper of the month. But what are you going to do? Every day can't be a striper day. So next Sunday, guys, I'm going to do another live stream. I want as many of you guys there as possible. Maybe I'll have to do another giveaway just to get 8 viewers instead of 4. But anyway, hopefully to see you guys there. Let's talk fishing. I love fishing. Thank you again, Bruce, my special and first guest star on here, which is known up in the areas of Rhode Island as the Mantunic Surf Rat. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Mantunic Surf Rat. That's right. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Basser, for coming on. Thank you, anybody else who's been listening, the current viewers. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
All right, take care, guys. Have a good one. And until the next live stream, which is next Sunday, 10 a.m. East Coast time, 10 a.m. next Sunday. I'll try to get out another video. I got another little one for Morn Talk back in July. I'll get it out there. We'll talk then. I'll see you guys soon, and thank you for watching. Mr. Poseidon, subscribe to my channel. I won't let you down. See you guys later. Take care. Bye.